on YouTube. So literally, open up above 129. I don't really care about 130. The first target is the gap fill. The gap fill is 133. From there, that would be a punchback. And in my opinion, you're going to move into what is likely going to be your... Yeah, I have 135. But look, I don't care what anybody says. Fuck all that. Fuck everything I just said. That gap at 140.50, that would be my only target based on the fact that trend is showing the fuck out and you are reclaiming the top deviation right here, which should send you right up into that 140. So I got all day to do it. Yeah, Google looks fucking fire. If you guys are on TikTok here with me, make sure to tap your screen. It helps a whole bunch. It seems like a lot of people seem to come in right when I'm leaving. All right, so really quickly, I want to cover kind of what we did today in terms of obviously Neo. What is the channel? It's like a fib, but also a channel. Is anybody else getting an echo? You getting an echo? Here. I'll just not use that. Thank you guys for tapping your screen. I appreciate it very much. Okay. I don't like the way that this is showing up on the screen. I almost want to go live on TikTok on the other way, but that one, nobody ever gets updates that I'm live at all. Ever. It's wild. No? Okay. All right, cool. Well, here's the deal. With Neo, you closed back underneath $12, gapping up tomorrow, and breaking and holding 12.30 is going to be the first step into moving into this 12.85. That's it. That's it. If you hold onto this, there is a possibility that you could come down and retest 12.30. Obviously, strong uptrend here. So for me, I've already broken it down on the hourly. There is quite possibly some sort of downtrend that has been established here, like so, and so I am expecting for Neo to potentially, take another leg down, kind of curl itself, and make its way down to support, kind of like it did right there. I do 5 minutes after your start. What? Your thoughts on Neo? Oh, motherfucker! Shit. All right, where the fuck did my music go, bruh? All right. Anyway, back to it. Sorry, I had to kind of fix that background. What? Alert on TikTok? Yeah, it always takes a minute to let people know that I'm going live. So, anyway, Tesla stayed in range. I talked about the potential, and we did this today as well. We talked about the channel, and I stand by this channel at the moment. Although the channel seems to be structured a bit more like this at the moment. We shall find out where we open tomorrow. But as far as the 4-hour, not a great look, right? Because in actuality, we did go up and gap up to 274. It's not over yet. We haven't broken down into the box below us. It is totally possible that we can. This is what we want if we are going to continue moving to the upside. You look at the daily. The daily is the only thing that kind of threw me off a little bit. I don't like the fact that you came off of what I'm considering to almost be like a cost basis, right? That is not my favorite at all. So 275 is something that we're going to need to break down, and also with FOMC coming tomorrow, we've got Tesla possibly hurdling back down, and I have already talked about, and we have already possibly established a downtrend, something like that. We have unconfirmed in terms of where exactly that downtrend will be. On the lower time frame, it's a little bit clearer. But regardless, anything below Tesla 261.50 is going to be bearish, likely down much further. As you guys can see, Tesla. This is Tesla on the daily. Lee auto to $40 tomorrow. Yeah, sure. I can tell you if it's gonna go to 40 tomorrow, and I wouldn't be aiming for $40. I think that's you're shortchanging yourself. That's not the target. The target is, so it looks like 38, 33. Oh, well, would you look at that? That just happened to be where you were fighting today. So when you come back down here, it looks like I'm gonna go to the 4-hour, Lee auto, obviously in some sort of uptrend here. Looks like a turd. Terrible. 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 Alright, let's make sure my channels are on the money. My channels are definitely on the money. Let's bring that down. That's where my channel is right there. I'm not really worried about that one, so we're just going to leave that. Second one right here. That's perfect. Top of that is $44.45. You've got a cost basis mark. Again, I'm going to go ahead and raise that up just a tad to $38.50, $38.45. So I say, obviously within the area that you're consolidating now, you would just need to gap up. You need to gap up, and you need to be above, I say $38.50, and then that's where you can see a gap and go. You do have an area of consolidation here. This is nice. Let's go down to the 4-hour again, kind of see where sellers control the price. This is going to help us establish. Oh, perfect. So you've got sellers controlling the price at 38 there. So if you want Lee auto to no, we're not going to do that. I guess that's going to be right here. No, because the first candle that opens above it gets a new high. Okay, so what happened here is you went up, you did end up hitting a resistance. Obviously, you can look at this. I think this makes it pretty apparent what you're dealing with currently in terms of price action. There you go. So yeah, certainly. Tomorrow, I would be looking for, and the area of consolidation, I'm probably going to need to zoom into the hourly, because what I actually see, right, is that while sellers do control or kind of fight around a specific price, it's actually this that's making up the area of consolidation. Lee auto is a relatively difficult chart. So 37.22. 37.22, you do not want to drop below that cost basis mark. You did drop in, so obviously the mark that I gave you is 32.22. That is right there. That is in confluence with your support. So if you are bullish, you did close in the box. So I would be looking for a bounce and candle close above 37.50, and then I'd be looking for a squeeze out, right? But this, of course, requires, you know, market conditions to be in your favor. Yeah, I like that. Looks good. Dude, I've been feeding, what is this? An army of these. I've been feeding off an army these. Oh, nice. Yeah, dude, I actually, so today, on SPY, I don't scalp. I don't usually scalp. I do, if I see it. I was on the 1 minute. The fucking 1 minute. And it was only because I was on TikTok and I saw this dude who I taught, who decided to like start a fucking mutiny before he really knew what he was doing. And he started his own TikTok and he ran off, and I watched him trying to short SPY. and it was fucking hilarious because he was shorting it. I believe it was like in here. Yeah, it was in here. And it came back down. He was wanting a move down. He was talking about Bollinger Bands or some fucking RSI. Again, we don't give a shit about that stuff. So I started looking at it and I was like, And then I noticed that on the 1 minute, everything, guys, everything that we do is you're capable of doing on every single time frame. This is the 1 minute on SPY. And right here, cost basis, right? That was 456. You bounce down, you end up tapping off of a box's cost basis underneath you. That's where I went ahead and longed. As it built in here, I grabbed SPY calls, and then once it broke up here, I added, and of course these are weekly, they expired that day, and I ripped it. That thing fucking squeezed those motherfuckers out, and you can see that every single time that sellers start to get fucking hot and bothered, they get fucking wrecked, and it's kind of a funny thing. Now we've got a downtrend here. Look at that beautiful downtrend. It's already been broken. We've already broken that to the upside and then moved back down. But anyway, that is the 1 minute chart. Listen, I actually thought about doing futures, try to do a futures account to see if I'd get fucking approved. So, do I see Rumble rising? All right. So what is the next one that we've got? RTX was crazy today. Gained 8% on my portfolio today. Sleep, how did that go? What'd you take? How do I learn? I do have a workshop coming out soon, so I imagine small caps are gonna feel the pain, but not guys. I don't think we're gonna see. I mean, we did run up into FOMC, so I do think there's a strong possibility right now. SPY is showing signs of a potential move to the downside. I also have what, you know, and I am really good. Those of you in my Discord, you know, I know you guys will vouch for me because you see me do it constantly, but things like this, right? They don't always just end, right? A lot of the times they expand, and today could have been the top. But what we do is we always make sure that we know exactly, right? Because we do not trade off of thoughts, feelings, anything like that. It is price alone, and price, the reason why is because price will tell us. I don't give a shit about the FOMC. I don't care about FOMC. I can tell you before FOMC if we're likely going to chop within a certain range. Today I told you guys that Tesla was likely not going to make any major gains. If it was going to happen in the morning, and if not, it was probably going to stay and chop around. That's exactly what we did. We were stuck in between two ranges. So when I look at SPY right now, I know probably everybody and their mother's thinking like a fucking double top. You know, that might not be the case here. Again, even though I have this, that shit ain't real. That shit is not real, and I know exactly where I would actually be short on SPY, right? So for me, SPY, cost basis, is going to be right around this 453, yeah, 453.45. Let's see, buyers, sellers. Yes, sir. And then tomorrow, right, we're going to want to see SPY holding above 454.73, or that is likely going to propel you down into that box below you. But expiring in 4 days. I'm hoping for some. Hold on, what'd you get, bro? Put on SPY in 15 minute. Nah, man. I typically only trade on higher time frames because that's bigger moves. And being that I'm not a scared investor, when I see shit, I take it. And I'm looking for the move. I'm not looking for a piece of it. I'm not looking for like a chunk of it. I'm looking for the whole fucking thing, all of it. I don't like that. That was ugly. So let me see something right here on SPY. I think with the weekly, right? Earlier today, I was looking at this. So this is where we're at on the daily, and we did get our punchback. Our punchback has been secured, and in my opinion, we should be moving up into the cost basis at 465 on SPY. But what would be amazing, what would be great, is if, and this is typically where this is going to happen, and I'm going to draw it here, you should see something like this. Right? Maybe, I mean, and I'm not saying that you can't fall back down, but it would be preferred if we didn't. But I would assume, right, that being that you are stuck in between two ranges, this is not, that is terrible. But first of all, this range here would be the first place that I would speculate consolidation. So some sort of smaller downtrend, hopefully into cost basis, and then we move up into that 465. So again, better not talking about me being scared. Nah. But you know, we can also look at trend. I do look at trend, obviously, with math. We don't look at trend without it. So as you guys can see right here, tons of price respect. We're SPY, and we're basically right at resistance. So either we create another deviation channel, and we're gonna stack it up right there. And if you notice, it does line up, okay? It does line up. Look, do you see this right here? It's real. So all we need to do is, and again, building right here in this specific spot. So I'll even draw a PotterBox preemptively, right? So you could draw a box right there, and then draw a cost basis, and it's gonna form, but the cost basis would probably be 449, 450, right? So I'm gonna assume that we're gonna see some sideways action here, but all-time highs on SPY is in this second deviation, which to me, you know, running into all-time highs, that points towards 490 and 500. S&P 500, and then that's when the market crashes at 500. No. AMD, let's take a look at that. Man, you are fighting. You are fighting on AMD, dude. That's wild. All right, so the floor, the wall. There you go. Yeah, I can look at Amazon. We'll look at that next. My Google target was perfect. Yeah, so you know what? This is cost basis. This is cost basis within this area of consolidation, right? And that's where you're seeing the rejection. And then you're bouncing, right? So you're trying to hold. You came off of this cost basis. Currently, you are technically in a downtrend, or you know, trending down. You are trending down, but this is where I would really be interested in where AMD is set to potentially reverse. Hold on one second. I like to find structure and control. Wow. So boy, does that make a whole hell of a lot of sense. Again, if I was making this shit up or my analysis wasn't real, you wouldn't see shit like that. So you are in your downwards channel, which gives me the yep, there we go. Not as pretty, but it definitely shows the right amount of price respect. I could bring that down so you have a smaller deviation above you. Okay, so this one is not a question. I don't think that this is a hard play at all. I think it just requires some patience. There you go. Obviously bring that down. So cost basis on AMD is 106.83. That is where you will see AMD likely smack down. I have a target on AMD to the downside at 97.50. 97.50 would be my target to the downside. That would also be your daily trend. But in order to recover, or if you do see some sort of a recovery, In my opinion, yes, a candle above 118 would be great, and then as well as 119.23. Any candle open above that, I'm looking for a cost basis break at 122.50, and inevitably another leg up. So we shall see. Looks pretty good though. So really quick, I will give an update on Neo. So I took this. This is going pretty good. I took weeklies as well on this trade. That turned out pretty good. The weekly is showing us that we are still attempting to close over our cost basis, but really I'm focused on the daily now. So above us, right, we have found an area essentially where buyers and sellers again decide whether or not they like the price. This is controlled $12.02. Guess where Neo closed? Right there. Forgive all this extra. There we go. So then we have cost basis basically right at that 1080 mark, and buyers support Neo. Oh, let me bring that down. I'm wrong. There's cost basis right there. Perfect. Okay, and that's actually where you opened up the last couple of days, or yesterday, excuse me. Now, this morning, my 1280 target, and I am off on this one as well. My 1280 target that we hit, that was cost basis. Okay, that was cost basis in this area. So you got a interesting situation, and now you need to be looking south as to where does this pull back. Now, on the 4 hour, we are trading this channel. Okay, so even though, thank you for the heart. Wow, I don't ever get any gifts. Should I do some NPC shit? Yo, trading NPC. That's, yo, that might be the next bag. Thank you for the heart. Oh my god, society's gone off the rails, dog. All right, yeah, we got Amazon next. Okay, so this channel right here is what we're currently trading in. If you move down to the hourly, it's all clear. We don't have to struggle. You guys don't have to struggle when you know what's going to happen and where. So underneath us on Neo, we are at an area where buyers control the price at 11.71. Okay, sellers control the price at 11.94, 11.95. And you do have an itty bitty wall there, but we're more or less focused on the 50% mark. The 50% mark is at 1183. Bam! And I am a Fibonacci. I am a human Fibonacci. Yeah, Mara, we'll do Amazon next. Amazon next, Mara, and we'll go from there. Now, Neo below, okay, and we'll get rid of this. Neo below 1183, we will start moving to the downside. But if you move down even to like the 15-minute, right, we closed, well, it's a maybe at the moment, but we did. No, I don't think we did actually. I think we did actually break. Yeah, so we got sucked back into that trend right there. We ended up breaking a lower 5-minute trend. I cloned that, and then we ended up closing right on top of it. So it is, what I say is 100% true on this one. You lose cost basis. Candle close underneath that. I am very sure that we will see some sort of retracement, and that's what happens, right? We traded Neo, guys, here, and then we saw this, and then we took it here for this punchback, and so really, right, we can just start looking. I wonder, hold on one second, I wonder if there's any correlation. I do this sometimes. All right, so little channel right there, bring that wall down. Yeah, so something like that, and then, huh, it's almost like they borrowed the same fucking channel. Look at that. So you have that same channel there, same angle there, and so, you know, just at a speculation, certainly looks, look at how many points of contact you already have. So Neo could be dropping down to a 1150 target, I would assume, to the downside, but the overall play to the upside still stands. So but accepts Tesla shares instead of roses. Yeah, 100%. All right, Amazon is next. Amazon. After hours, we got a big fat dumpy daily. All right. Wow, guys. Every single time, I don't even have to fucking look. I don't even care. Nobody even. I'm gonna fucking ridiculous, dude. This is ridiculous. Punch back into the. It's mind-boggling, right? I've had people be like, yo, I've fully secured my tinfoil hat. Because I don't believe in anything other than cost basis and price. I don't even care about the news anymore. I don't care about FOMC. I don't care about Jerome Powell. I don't care about Nancy Pelosi. I don't care about anything that Putin. I don't care about none of it. Microsoft had earnings. Okay, so you got a punchback on Amazon. You cleared cost basis. Cost basis was broken, driving you into a new low. That new low was 126, which is the cost basis within this area of consolidation. That is more than likely going to drive you down to your 124.40, which also promises you a new low, right? So then we look at, and I need to go, I honestly don't think it's over, and I think that you can, like, for sure, bounce tomorrow. It is, in fact, I said this today, you have so much selling pressure up against you at the moment that I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happens anyway. So, yo, these yellow colors do not rock with this live stream, like, at all. I noticed that, like, the colors come through, like, mad different than what my eyes are seeing right now. So, anyway, there's your cost basis. Amazon on the daily, again, has a floor right there. And then the cost basis within that mark is 1. That is amazing. We love that. Real trap shit. Alright, hold on. We need to go and fix this up. You're all broken. Okay. Love that. Love that. Love that. Now, yes, there is a wall there, but that is separated by this. This is 121.25. So my price target from here, hold on, one more thing. I need one more thing, and then we will be good to go. In this area, you have another cost basis, and I'm gonna borrow it. It's gonna be right there, and that is 123.50. And I think that is the only chance that Amazon has to potentially rebound and move back up to the upside right there. So you're gonna get a punch back, a new low that will be 123.50, and if that breaks, I am fairly certain that we will start moving in a downtrend. But don't get it twisted. All of this shit back up to the upside, and you will be moving. This is Trend Spider. Yes, Mara is next, and then I see Microsoft a lot, so we'll go ahead and take a look at Microsoft. I will say that Amazon, you know, obviously on the weekly, right, we're still good. Amazon on the weekly should not close, and look at that. Look. That is 123.50. That is where those candles close. So eat my socks. All right, that is wild. I sometimes feel like I'm gonna get taken out by the government because of this shit. Microsoft is dumping a lot, so I had a price target on Microsoft, but we're gonna do Mara first. ADHD. That was the Adderall kicking in. Daily right there. So let's go look at Mara. Everything should still be intact if my levels are correct. They are. So you did go and in fact tap that 1288, whatever the fuck that is. Now you are moving back down to the downside where you have a small bit of structure here with a beautiful cost basis that it seems like you punched down below today. That cost basis is at 1675. Okay, now. So you're going to be looking for where sellers control the price. They control the price at 1420. There's a cost basis in there. And that's going to be around 1280. 1275. So I say that, and I do believe there's probably some sort of trend here. You are still bullish, that is for sure. And the mouth of this channel that we're currently upholding, so you have one channel here, right? That's one deviation. We're going to go ahead and drop that up, and we're going to stack that. Let's see, what does that look like? That looks good, googly boogly. Oftentimes, if that's off, then I'm going to go ahead and change this up. So it looks like right there, and then we'll clone that. Please. Mara offering soon. Yeah, I don't know anything about that, but I will say right now. Okay. You've got one cost basis down. There is another one. Watch for a bounce. I am going to give you a target of 1510. If you lose 1510, you are more than likely going to find yourself at 1420. So those are bounces, right? So I'm calling for potential bounces. But what I will say as well is once you do secure a bounce, you're probably going to want to end up securing a candle back up above 1680. That would definitely help your cause. Being that this is such a wide extension out of that channel, you don't want to go back into that channel. If you go back into that channel, you are likely going to see yourself all the way down, and this is probably over. So I say look for a bounce sooner than later on Mara. All right. Yes, guys, I teach people. And you know, if you guys want to go watch my YouTube, go watch some of my predictions, watch them play out. Literally, almost everything that we talked about Sunday has happened. It's wild. Okay. So yeah, no problem. I hope you guys are learning. Each chart that I do is an opportunity for you guys to chart right alongside me. Ask me questions. If I say something and you don't know what it is, I'm telling you that your success, you know, at least in my group or in my Discord, is can be determined by you. You know, obviously being in a zone of uncomfortability or whatever that may be, asking questions. Every question, as like your success is gauged by how much you bother me, right? So like if you are watching me chart and you're like, that doesn't make any sense, I don't know what the fuck that guy just said, like go DM me and I'm gonna answer you. I'm gonna get back to you at some point, or if I don't, one of the admins will. And while it does take practice, these are not terribly hard concepts to grasp. And then once you grasp those and you put trend together, typically it's just a if this. So all right, so yeah, Mara, what did I say next? Microsoft. I said that Microsoft should be falling down to, why the fuck do I have that way up there? I don't know, tripping balls. So cost basis, you want to know where you ended up on earnings? Do you want to take a wild guess where you closed on earnings? Do you want to take a wild goddamn guess? Oh my god, if I was making this shit up, it wouldn't keep happening. It just wouldn't keep happening. That doesn't make any sense. But it just always happens. Look at that shit. Eat my lunch. Silver bullet, boys. Yuck. All right, so open below 337. Same thing goes for Tesla. Goodbye. You should see yourself down. I would be looking for a nice juicy dump down to your floor of 329. I mean, this is the daily. We will zoom down a little bit further. Did you go make? Yeah, you did make a new alt. You did make a high, and you're dropping back into the box above you. So let me tell you this: you got to bounce here. You got to bounce, and you got to get your ass up above 345. It's that simple. It's that simple. You are right slap diggity dab on that shit right now. And then obviously, you know, get rid of this. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this bottom trend, but we also have our bottom area there, and then we have our top. It is a absolutely perfect trend, but we also know that if we want to go and make all-time highs, right, that that is likely going to be in a second deviation. This is the most selling that we've seen up at the top, and that means that if there's sellers here and sellers there and sellers there, and you bounce and you move back up and you clear that high at 351.50, you are gone. You're going to rip ass, and you're going to end up finding yourself in that second deviation to the upside. But as of right now, you are in trend, and it looks like Microsoft's probably going to see a little bit of downside. And again, in any area like this, my first instinct is to immediately start looking for where that trend would be. Where can I find some sort of clue as to where, and I'm not going to shut up because it's right here. And we're looking for context clues, like points of control, or like points of contact. The high, the point of contact. The skid, point of contact, right? Resistance. So now we look down, right? We gauge where we're going. That looks like, what is that? What the fuck is even that? That is 325 on the dot. 325 on the dot. Now we can go down to the 4 hour and we can chop it up even more. Holy shit. The boy's got channels on channels on channels. Jesus. All right. So again, we want to double check our handiwork. So starting from there. Nope, not starting from there. Starting from there. Dropping that down, right? We could even do something like that, right? Where we stack the deviation, but we're just going to go ahead and move that up. And there we go. Now, what about, is there a way to double check that? Yes, there is. We're going to take this deviation channel. We're going to shrink it down, and we're going to look for the same things. Do we see points of contact? So what this channel represents, right, is basically a linear PotterBox, right? So quick lesson, those of you guys who don't know my strategy, okay, I'm going to give you a brief rundown on what exactly it means, right? Our only job is to find an area with buyers and sellers. That is it. So something along the lines of this, right? Sellers control 343, and we're looking for candle closes. So it's actually 343.71. And then typically at a 50% mark of any area, any time frame, anywhere, any part of the world, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's going to be around the 50% mark. That is 337, 336. That's where you're at right now in pre-market. And so what we want to do is we want to say, okay, sellers control the price here, right? Buyers control the price here, and cost basis is where both is decided, right? So if the candle closes above cost basis coming off of support, you will hit resistance. Okay, you will. And it is just automatic. That is just how it goes. That's just the way that Microsoft is going works. That's just the way that the market works. So underneath cost basis, right, Microsoft should move down. Same thing goes to the upside, right? Typically what we look for in any area of consolidation, say for all-time highs, right? So something that's I could go with something more recent. So like right here, this is a punchback, right? So we have two boxes, sellers and buyers. And we want to, again, find the candle closures. I like to make sure that I have a shaded area and a line. So sellers are right here where the majority of the candles close. Buyers are right here. Guys, I'm literally teaching my entire strategy. It's right here. This is it. All right. So candles actually on the majority of these are at 282.77, right? Tori has died. Do the different color boxes mean different things? No, that's just random. I sometimes color code them, yes, but what time are you guys in the Discord? Every morning, usually typically around 8 o'clock, 8:30. Listen, this is literally, if this is everything. I don't care about anything else. I truly have like some conspiracy theory energy right now, and probably will continue as I just look at the market essentially as a rebalancing tool for the rich people, and they know exactly where to insert liquidity. They know exactly where to release news, but it's all fucking in there. And again, I can believe that and still just continue to trade my strategy, and just doesn't matter, right? I can believe whatever I want. I can believe that it's half true, but so right there, again, this is basically my strategy in a nutshell. And I'm actually going, no, I'm not. So the candle control, right? All candles are closing underneath 290. Cost basis at that 50% mark is at 287. The floor is at 280, 282.77. In the box underneath you, sellers control the price here at 280.75, right? The cost basis at this market is 276.40. You dip down into that mark, you tap right around cost basis, and your candle closes outside of where sellers control the price. Therefore, any sellers in that wick are gone, right? So let's understand the story here. There's a you can look at this as if you're a trader, right? You're a heavy institutional trader, and we're, you know, obviously institutions can get faded as well. I don't care about what the fuck ICT says or anything like that. Everybody can get faded. But there are, you know, BlackRock, these people, they're not getting faded. What I see, right, is if sellers control the price here and their job or their intention is to drive the price lower, right, you're going to have people who are shorting it at the lows and shorting it at the break below that 280, 287. Their job is to make sure, so that green line, once you leave that green line, you don't go back there, because it is literally like, you know, and this is something you might hear a lot out there, is there's like computers, right? There are computers sitting right there, and they don't give a shit where price came from, up, down, all around. Look at the first fucking wick. Sorry, excuse my language. I curse a lot. I'm not going to stop. I keep saying sorry like I'm going to stop, and I'm not going to stop, and I apologize. I'm going to give you good ass analysis, okay? I'm going to twerk on it. So anyway, they bounce. Look at that shit. 283. Bounce immediately. And then we end up closing. The close right there, we drop into the box below. We go peek into that cost basis. We dip down just a little bit lower. Again, 275 was that psychological number. But at that point, sellers have to hold 276.56, because if you punch down into that box, you will go make a new low. But because you bounce and close on top of where sellers were supposed to send it, so these guys wanted to send it to these guys and they were supposed to take it down, right? They fucked up. They didn't do it, so they get out. Sellers cover. You're going to end up breaking back into the structure. These computers, they say buy. If you reclaim the structure that you have lost, you will go to cost basis. You will go to cost basis, period. Unless there is an area that you have consolidated in for a long time where you have developed different points of control, like a 75% mark, which still does not invalidate the trade, and if anything makes it easier. So once you punch back in and you're guaranteed to go to cost basis, and you have all of this weak selling, look at all these dojis and all that other bullshit, squeeze. That is the entirety. The candle close on the 1 minute. Listen, this is the daily. You ready? You ready for this? My strat, I don't care if you're a scalper, swing trader, whatever you are, you can use it. I just scalped the ever-living dog shit out of SPY, and I just did it to be a kind of a dick, but I saw somebody, I said this earlier, I saw somebody who I taught, who left, started trying to like basically start his own Discord, make his own money. He's living out in an RV right now, and I don't think it's in a good way. And he started to like kind of try and basically make money underneath me, not say a word. I found him on TikTok. I saw him. He was trying to short the market. I very clearly saw that we were bouncing off of this cost basis, and he was short as soon as we recovered the cost basis above us. So let's zoom in here. That right there. Do you see that? When that area is reclaimed, and first of all, I was in right there while it was kind of building on top of cost basis. As soon as the first candle, this is the 1 minute motherfucking chart. The first candle goes to cost basis. Cost basis, right? This needs to come down a little bit. As soon as you clear cost basis, not a single candle closes underneath it. You do, right? As soon as you clear cost basis, you're guaranteed a new high. You're guaranteed a new high, and we got that new high. Now, I did have I believe it was like a 3 minute, some crazy shit. I think I deleted it. Yeah, I think I was looking at something like this, right? Where basically we had a channel, and it's kind of irrelevant now, but we'll just go to the 5. I had this stupid little channel here moving to the upside. So while he was going short, right, I was looking right there in that area of consolidation to go long up into that resistance at 256.77. And if you go to my Discord, I literally called it out on the dot. It's somewhere there in Potter chat. Yeah, if you want, you can actually go back, and I narrated the entirety of this SPY trade. Look at that. That's the first thing that I saw on TikTok this morning. I saw it. You guys have to see it too. But I narrated and posted almost every single move, so you can go back and even review that. And of course, they're gone. Yeah, look. Right there. So all the way up. You can see I'm narrating it. So right there on that mark, again, that is as it was going above cost basis. That's a guaranteed new high. You end up breaking in the floor above you. You clear that cost basis, and you make a new high in the channel that you were trading in. So it's just really fucking really lit. All right. So anyway, if you guys have any more questions on the PotterBox, I will be teaching a workshop class on start to finish. If you're brand new to trading, it's the only time I've ever done that. It's the only time I'm ever going to do this. It's been requested of me for years, and this is my own strategy. You're not going to find it anywhere else. I'm the only one who teaches it. So, but you can go to my YouTube channel. Links in the bio. It is in there, and all of the recap videos that I am doing right now are going to be in there as well. So, all right. So you guys got a quick rundown on the PotterBox. If you guys would go ahead and not that one. If you guys will go ahead and let me know what you guys want me to take a look at next, we'll go ahead and start doing that now. Thank you, Jojo. I appreciate that. Kevin is like 12 years old. He's an expert. Who's Kevin? Kevin. Listen, Kevin, you're broke. My strategy works so fucking well that it scares me. My strategy works so fucking well that it sometimes blows my own mind. So no, you literally just can't say shit to me. I at this point I have to like talk myself down because my ego's kind of out of control when it comes to trading. So I'm having to like pipe down, trying to like cool it. I don't want that to get into my trading, but yeah, you can just kind of if you want, you can pull your hair to the side, kind of tilt your head up, and I'm gonna drag them across your forehead. All right, the next chart, what do we got? You guys want me to take a look at Tesla again? All right, let's do it. Let go of my ego, yeah. All right, so for Tesla, I do want to cover, obviously on the weekly, we did bounce off of that 255.80. That was a cost basis mark on the daily. Currently, we did reject that floor at 274, and we are coming back down. It looks like we're coming back down to possibly reattest 260-225 is going to be the danger zone for Tesla. Here it is, danger zone. I don't know why I'm using yellow. That is just god awful. What should we use? White? No. I don't know what doesn't show up very well. I don't know. Green seems to be the move. Yeah. So and then of course on the 4-hour, right? We also we don't have to question where this is heading. You guys, there's a lot of analysis coming from previous days, so don't try and hyper analyze my chart here. All right, so literally as of right now, I know that we came off of cost basis in this area of consolidation below us, and we are currently still in what is a perceivable uptrend, right? We do acknowledge the fact that there is a, like Google, like a lot of these, a potential downtrend, and that makes this deviation channel a place where sellers have stepped up. So this can be and might be one of those few times where my lower time frame analysis, where we've spotted something like this, and this is this represents in a way, if you want to look at it, weakness, right? Where we should have seen a nice, really big, strong move to the upside off of some of these cost bases, it refused. And this morning, what do I tell you guys about opening up at cost basis? You don't do that. And guess where this is? This is 274. That was your open. That is why we fell. You filled the gap, and then you punched into this box down below. Hold on one second. Yeah, so here in after hours, it is almost imperative, in my opinion. So right here, this is 264. Look left. 264, 264, 264. This was one of those daily highs. So I think it is important that we kind of stay above it. If we gap down tomorrow, watch for a bounce to fill that gap, a rejection going into a FOMC, and then death. I mean, it does look like we are going to see downside tomorrow for FOMC. But the beautiful thing is I don't have to guess. I don't need to guess. I don't need to wonder. I just need to react to one of these cost basis marks. So currently above us, we're going to need to recover 270.50 cost basis 1, and this is actually setting up to be an explosive move both to the upside and the downside. You're going to see an absolute fucking waterfall to I have 248.20 off of, you know, whatever, and that's of course if we see way too many colors. Are you? I mean, no. I mean, this is just the way that I understand my chart. Thank you for the critique. Yeah. So for me right now, red, right? So I have sellers represented as red. Yellow is cost basis. Green typically is buyers. Sometimes those get mixed up a little bit. You know what? Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second. Huh. So it is seller containment right there. I wanted to double check my work right here on Tesla just to make sure. Okay, yeah. So again, 262 is going to be that downside mark. So no, I do not use TradingView. I use TrendSpider. It pisses me off just as much as the other one. So there's no right answer there. And they all drive me up the fucking wall. So yeah, guys, this is going to be an interesting. I do think that if we gap down, there's a good chance that we're probably going to see a dumpy. But again, higher time frame. All we have to do is wait for the open. If we gap down out of fear and we saw SPY rip, that's not good, right? We do not want to be back in this area of consolidation at all. If we're back in this area, we're bearish. And I mean, we say that, right? But we know that we're just going to play it down. It's not an issue, right? We're just going to play it down. We've got. So again, what we are speculating as the potential trend is actually right here. And it's really big. So it could imply that we get a punch back there. And there is a huge imbalance on Tesla. There's also going to be another cost basis at 245. If that's broken, then we're going to be looking at a probably pretty gnarly dump. So I think right now it's pretty important that we get the fuck back up. If you guys want to see 300, I simply need to see 280 recovered, 279.37, and I'm long at least up into the 290s, and then that is really the final break. Once we get a break above that, we should be clear to move to the upside and continue moving up. So, or clear to move into Tesla's next area. So look, again, candle closure right there. We're stuck. This is our cost basis. So 295 closing above that mark. And then for me, the next area, and it's really funny, right, that Tesla is looking like that. It's at its downtrend. And so, you know, if we are going to break, it would be nice to stay in here and see some sort of sideways action. And for me, the final straw, like, okay, maybe the market does go down. I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. I don't care. I just play the price. The price pays me every single day. I don't care about the news. I don't care about any of it. It cost basis. That's all I care about. So right now, cost basis below us, there is a mark at, I don't know why that's there, 230. There is a 230 and maybe 230. So right there, 237. This is actually a previous cost basis that we used. This is a cost basis in this area of consolidation in between 254, which is just so happens to be the floor that we're sitting, or the top that we're sitting at right now. So the first target to the downside, if you fall, is likely going to be 237, and that is actually lines up perfectly with where my projected downtrend would be, 237, 231, somewhere in there. But right now, I don't really have to do anything. I just need to sit and wait. We do see that you know, Tesla is in a strong uptrend, but with any uptrend, or with any uptrend, there is resistance, and with resistance, typically we're going to see some sort of profit taking. But right now the chart looks great. PLTR is the next one. VZ, I'll take a look at that one as well. All right, so and we'll be live tomorrow morning, y'all. And we'll start going over that stuff as well. Yo, PLTR has, damn, did you really go and tap 19 like that? You did. And guess what? In between any area, right, where you have consolidation or consolidation, which is over there. Oops. So I'm gonna make this even thinner, I guess. Yeah, we don't even really have to wonder about this one. So you ran up in between these two areas. If we were just by eye, drop a 50% mark, dead slap, and look, where do you think that fucking wick came off of? Right there at that 50% mark. So now I zoom down, right? We're gonna go to the daily. We know where we're at, right? We know what we need to recover. It is very clear that buyers do step off of $17, right? But there's kind of really nothing there until, and this is the tough part, the open is at 1850. The open is at 1850 with the immediate cost basis, in my opinion, at 19 bucks. So what you're going to want to do is that is the next goal, right? So now we move down to the daily. The daily is going to tell us how we get there, or if we get there. So let's go ahead and delete some of my older stuff. Okay, so there's that target there to the upside. Very good. So look at the candle closing at support. Again, we don't make this fucking shit up. Candle closures matter the most to me. I don't really care about anything else. Wicks are important, obviously, within reason. Okay, so it looks like sellers actually control the price at 16 bucks, but they're pushing off of the wicks at 17.11. And in between that, you're gonna have your own cost basis. That's 16.72. That's pretty fucking weak. No, you're not. All right, now PLTR has opened what we like to call a mouth. Okay, this is where you have a strong move up or you have a strong move down, and then you see a move in the opposite direction. setting a new trend. And this, you know, this just going back down and finding buyers. So we do have some sort of, okay, you motherfucker. Nope. Do it again. Right? Nope. Please let me live my life. All right, we're gonna bring it around town. We're gonna bring it back. We're gonna right there, and then we're gonna go sideways a little bit. I'm gonna make sure this thing is clean. It's clean. And then I'm gonna look backwards, right? So I want to see where the fuck. So this should start from the lows, right? So that means that there's probably, yep, there's a thin deviation underneath us. We're gonna go ahead and delete that because I fucked it up already. We're gonna clone it. We're going to shrink it down a little bit. So right there, bring it back, line it up. Now, from here, we're going to be looking for basically what I was talking about above, right? We're going to be looking for things like this. Those are candle closures, and that represents sellers. So we're actually going to move that, and we're going to grab our sell mark. So sellers are here. They're at 1570. Zoom in a little bit for you all so you can see a little bit why I'm saying what I'm saying. And if you have questions on what I'm saying, then you need to be sending me DMs in the Discord and being like, what the fuck are you talking about? All right, now below you, we're going to borrow this green line, and that is going to be buyers, and that is going to be at 1455. I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to drop a wall at 1631. And where does the candles close? So it looks like more downside at, yeah, 1589, but the wall is here, and that is at 1625. Very good. Okay, so last part of this, step 3, is to find where's your wall currently, and it looks like seller's got a nice chunky hold right there, and that is 1680. Yes. All right, so that's done. Where is this coming from? There's enough wicks off of that for me to give it the respect it deserves. Okay, so I know there's a lot going on, but this is valid. So we've got a box, right? And what do we know about boxes sitting on top of structure? Those can fuel us to the downside, but they also can give us more volume to bounce off of. So right now, I'm going to say that there's a bounce off of 1560. Yeah, I am going to say that. 1560 at the moment. Now, you are still in your uptrend, so what is it going to take for you to get up and out? And that's where we're going to go to the 4 hour, and we're going to be able, ooh, shit, I nailed that one. Look at that. I actually drew that trend before it happened, and so now we're going to go ahead and do what we just did on the lower time frame on this time frame. Bam, bam, back. We're going to go ahead and give it the whole enchilada right there. Now we need to go and look again up, and we need to see what do we need to hang on to. And unfortunately, you're below cost basis, so I'm thinking that we might see a gap down on PLTR. Yeah, someone's going to say a head and shoulders. I don't care about that stuff. Why the wall? What wall? We got to be specific. Which wall are you referring to? Everybody, I see a bounce on PLTR. Again, you know, there's the 1575 bounce and cost basis at 1550 or 1545. One of those two. But all in all, I think the hourly is going to probably suit you best. I have got to restart this chart. Yeah, fuck that. So You got to bounce off of that 60. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Hold the fuck on. Hold on. Stop. Wait a minute. This shit might be all right. You did go make a new low. You did tap off of $16. You already did it. That is a 50% mark in between you and this box. Because right now, the only other place that you would have gone is back down here. So you are underneath cost basis. So I'm going to say this. All PLTR needs to do at this point, because this changes the game, all PLTR needs to do is open above 1674, and you should see an immediate move to the upside. You are coming off of a low, so I would be banking on that. Now, you stay below cost basis, and that means sellers like the price, and you will be continuing to move to the downside. Also, something that you guys know that I'm looking for constantly, always, and forever. Excuse me. That's not real. That is not real. We need something real. What's real? What is real? What is really going on? Okay, so I was looking for some sort of downtrend. I'm not able to find it, so if I can't find, typically I'm not going to trade it if I can't fucking find it. There's got to be something here. Where is it? Because I'm not going to be drawing some crazy shit. You know what? I think that you're probably going to go and have to establish trend, and that is going to be caused by some move up where you're going to find resistance. So there is something here. I can't find it. It is there. There is something here. Maybe it's there is some sort of trend here. I'm not going to bother finding it, but what I will say is, again, levels over any sort of form of trend, always, period, end of story. So 1693 candle close, your first target to the upside is going to be 1725, and then you can start looking at that higher time frame move to the upside, because again, we are still making higher highs, we are sitting on support, so this might be a good place to move right back up. And you know, based on this chart, if you were to take it back up from here, you know, just drawing some light projections, maybe like Tesla, but you could potentially see a build. I would be looking for some sort of ugly ass build, and then yeah, I honestly would be looking into the next highs, and I have $20.50 as my target for PLTR at the moment, and that's just the bottom of the box. So I'm just looking to get to the bottom of the box, and that's it. My Discord is 89 bucks a month, and you know, again, if you are brand new, I would say wait for the workshop. And somebody asked me today, are you gonna do the workshop and then include a membership with it? Yeah, I've never done a workshop. This is my shit, so I'm going to be teaching it all the way through. I don't plan on doing it again. Again, it is. I'm not going to be making anywhere near what I make in trading. And you guys have seen my Discord profits. I don't make jack shit from Discord. Neither does anybody else in there. We're just in there. Obviously, making money in the market has no purpose outside of taking care of what you want, maybe moving money into different goals. But as far as purposeful stuff, I do enjoy teaching. I'm going to continue to do that, but I'm probably not going to be as public because, again, when you have something that works the way that my strategy works, you're going to take it to the next fucking level, and you're going to do something bigger with it. And that's my goal, is to take this, maybe move into a fund and do something fucking awesome. So yeah, dude, I'm still long on PLTR. I just think that you're probably going to need to go sideways and build some sort of box. So yeah, so well, right now the workshop is up in the air. It is August 17th at the moment. Again, this is some of the things that we're going to be covering: brokerages, charting software, paper trading versus live. And this is, again, looking as a beginner. Starting size, like, what do you want to start with, right? Because I do want to go through, there's these little answers, or these little questions that people have and they don't get answered, and I'm trying to do that. Choosing your strategy, right? You're stepping into the market. You're looking at how much time do you have during the day? What is your timing like? What does your account look like? And how does that affect, or how does that lead you into picking a strategy? Then we're going to move into the thick of it. We're going to look at candlesticks, not the names. That's cheap shit that people sell to you. That's it. It's just fucking garbage that people abandon baby my ball. Like that shit doesn't mean nothing to me. I've seen doji candles close and then you see a green candle engulf it. So I don't really care about it. It's where the candle closes. What are options, right? What are they actually for? Trend and channels, indicators, and that's just going over. TTI uses indicators. I use a few in very seldom situations. Not very often, if at all, but these are things that, you know, if you do want to look at an indicator, these are the things that I looked at and what I was looking to do. What am I looking to actually do with them? And for me, that is derive information. What is this indicator looking for? Boxes, patterns, when and where, right? We know how to break down a pattern and see if it's fake or real. Psychology will be in every one of these classes. Chapter economic events, scanners, sector rotations, earnings, building a schedule, PotterBoxes, cost basis, waves, parallel channel, confluence, gap ups and downs, how they matter, when they matter, punchback strategy, top-down analysis, building a game plan, the psychology behind that, options chain, option Greeks, picking options, hedging, level 2, measuring risk to reward, psychology. Then we have an entire psychology class on patience, mental fortitude, and perspective, and the works or it doesn't perspective. So there's a lot of shit. Do I offer one-on-one advancement training, maybe an hour? I do, kind of. Yeah, my time is limited, so it's tough. I'm still trying to fit in, but yes, you can DM me if you're truly interested in it. I don't even really have a I had to like kind of pick a price because there were so many people asking me for a one-on-one. I don't have the time to do a bunch of free one-on-ones, so. But again, I tell people that you really don't have to. When you watch me live trade, you can ask me the question while it's happening, or if you are curious, you can just ask me the next day. You can just ask. I'm right there, you know. And obviously, if there's people, you know what, do it. You know, be just say it. Yeah, who cares? You don't know what, who of any of these half of these people's profile picture is a dog, so you know, like, who cares? How many premium members? I have, so most of my members are lifetime. Most people join and then they make lifetime. That's been the case. But active monthly members, I only have 81. So, and again, you know, with multiple different admins, that is, I've shown you guys before. I make under $4 grand off of a Discord with a multitude of different and it was actually 2,800 a couple of months ago, so we weren't nearly making that much money, and my bills are well over $4,000. So if I'm not making, if I'm living off that, that's I'm broke, and that's on Gorsh. All right, let's keep charting, guys. No more, I don't want to talk about money shit. VZ, I'm not here to sell stuff. You guys can learn what you need to learn right now. Again, a lot of people don't pay anything. They don't pay a fucking dime, and good on them. All right, Verizon's a piece of shit. Excuse my language, I'm sorry. You have to do this one with after hours data, though. There is a big fat gap up there at $37. The weekly is showing that my floor for recovery is going to be right here, 35.50. So while you do have a wick and body candle closes, so that's going to be step one. So I literally think that these two lines, just looking at the weekly, are going to be representative of what you need to accomplish in the next couple of weeks. We know that a candle open above 35.50 gives us a new high, right? A candle close below it, and then we see that low. We also see candles closing on 34.60, so holding a weekly candle above 34.64 would be the first step in order to recover what you got. Now I'm gonna delete this box. While it may be true, right, we're probably gonna need to look at this, because that is where, again, our job as people who trade the PotterBox is, and that might change one day, the name, because I just kind of threw that out there. I didn't know what to call it. I kept calling it the box, but it's more than that. All right, so again, there's your fucking floor. There it is. You failed to close, but you did close above $34, so that's good. You went up and you wicked. Where did you wick? Hold on one second. High, rejection, bounce. So it's not enough. It's not enough. Once you fall back underneath that, you gap down under flush. Okay, so that is cost basis. All right, well, I don't really like that, actually. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like that at all. I think that this is a separate area. Hold on one second. I think that, and again, that is the 3550. Look at me. Look at me. I can't help myself. So that is not bad. You are using this box. That resistance is this box's cost basis. So you're going to have a cost basis here. And would you look at that? That is exactly where you tapped. I'm going to get rid of that. And so I can still confidently say that you need to open up above 3471. 3471, or yeah, go break 3517, the wick that you went and filled, and hold 3550. If you're looking to play the upside, that's all I care about. That you just need to go, and that is where buyers are located. So that is where you're going to want to break up and hold. So yeah, I like that analysis. Although I'm a life member, I can attest that one can learn the whole system from Discord and TikToks. Calvin Hills. I'm going to block you, you fucking scammer. Gotcha. Gotcha, you bastard. Dude, hold on. Hold on. Give me a moment here. Calvin, my guy. And that's not even your name. You're scamming. Dude, your whole existence. Dude, name one person on the planet who likes what you do. So you imagine that you wake up every morning and you are one of the most hated people on the planet, dude. And I mean, that's got to be the worst punishment. But anyway, blocked. And go ahead and try and hop in the Discord. I will literally be waiting for you. So go ahead. Fucking nasty ass, fucking garbage human beings. Sorry, excuse my language, but that is the epitome of nasty. All right. So let's go ahead and look at. What the fuck was that? ABBV. He was a scammer. Calvin Hill. Oh, I don't rock with that guy anyway, but I'm not really like a super nice guy on the internet. To be honest with you, I don't really like a lot of people at all. But I do have some favorites because they don't make shit up. And they do what they say they're gonna do, and they help people. I rock with those people. Man, that is just fucking absolutely 100% the most awesome shit. So check this out. You so you built a box right here, and the support from over here you're using as cost basis. It's beautiful, right? So now you're back up against resistance, and this is where we can very plainly see that if you open above, right, look at the cost basis bounce, move to the upside. Look here, break up. It looks like, obviously, look, not a single fucking candle closes. You get a candle close right there. We bounce, we hold, new highs. Same thing right there, right? Bounce, hold, new highs. We can see that we're bouncing, 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 bouncing. We don't like, or we like buying or pushing off of that mark. And then there is a space. And I just dropped that, and watch, it's going to line up perfectly with some sort of cost basis. And realistically, the only cost basis that you have to worry about at the moment is 145. I say tomorrow, next day, 145 ABBV, and it is absolutely imperative that you process. So bounce, right? You're looking for a bounce. You're coming back down. Watch for the gap fill, 141.15. And then a build. You want to build underneath resistance, or you're going to come back down, right? And this is totally fine. You're going to come back down. You're going to tap either 139.70 or 138.84, and that's where you're going to see another bounce. Now, anytime that I'm looking at, obviously we're looking at the daily, I also need to know where the fuck we're going. So we need to know exactly where like trend is going or what direction that we are heading in, right? So we've got this bad boy right here. That obviously, man, that faded some sellers big time. And look at the candle close. God dog it. So there's a box right here with buyers and sellers. right there. And then we're going to split it in half, 50%. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. This is too easy, y'all. Too fucking easy. Look at this shit. Watch this. Watch this. So again, the cost basis that we're looking for is going to be right in there. And again, you can tap into that lower box. That cost basis, floor. The resistance, yep, everything makes sense right there. So now we look up. Where do we go from here? So what happens if violation worm, your flag? What? Submit feedback. Bruh, who is reporting me? Listen, TikTok, there's a scammer in here trying to steal money, and I am helping to raise awareness. I don't understand the review. My live does not contain mention in the notice. Yeah, shut up. You for real, dude? TA is fake markets are efficient. What the fuck does that even mean, my god? For the love of God, I admire that you can chart, unlike that guy, Brett Simba. Well, that's because that guy's been faking it until he makes it, and he just still hasn't made it, I guess. TA's fake markets are efficient. I trade the market structure. That is my TA. I love people, bro. Like, I get it. If somebody's fucking showing you patterns and all the basic shit, like, I get it. I ain't doing that. That's not what's happening here. We don't fucking, I ain't fucking around. Listen, my name matters, like, to me, you know, like maybe I have like narcissism or some shit like that, but like I don't want to like know that there are people out there that think that I'm trying to steal their fucking money. Like, that's just a fucking horrible way to wake up, horrible way to fucking lay down, horrible person to probably be. I don't want to fucking deal with that. I haven't always been my favorite person. I know what that feels like. So fuck that. And then, you know, I have a strong sense of justice for people who are in positions of maybe power, right? Where they have social media influence and they use that to just fucking basically pull on your fucking heartstrings. It drives me nuts. You can sell a product if you're good at something and not be a piece of shit. You can. You just actually have to work hard. You actually have to show people, you know, what it takes, and you can't fucking drag them along. It's ridiculous. Verizon looks a little bit iffy. I don't like it, like as a just a guaranteed run to the upside. Why the fuck is that such a wild color? I'm almost gonna have to go with like this light ass. Oh shit, never mind. Light ass green. Hold on, we're gonna go with like. That doesn't help either, does it? All right. Well, anyway, you get it. I wish you guys could kind of see my screen here. What is my favorite play tomorrow? I am watching Plug. Now, this one is no guarantee, but I am watching for a couple of different bounces. So on the, hold on one second, on the daily time frame, oh no, we're gonna go back out to the 4 hour. So I don't know what happened or why I fucked around and moved my support, but okay, there we go. We're also looking at this. This is my floor. Do you guys see that right there? I literally, hold on, where is it? I'm gonna fucking type it in. Plug. Look at that, beautiful. So I gave a target earlier today for 1170. Okay, and that is basically where you closed. So I was right on the money with that. It did give 261 or 1161. I am looking for a fucking punchback on this motherfucker to send us all the way. I mean, I want a big rip. I want a big ass fucking rip from Plug. I'm gonna be honest with you. So as of right now, establishing the floor, seeing that we're at retesting this bottom bracket, essentially, if you want to look at it that way. If we do drop lower, then we're going to go to 1121. But I am looking for a punchback. So the same thing that I just coached you guys along with, I'm gonna go ahead and coach it for you guys again. I'm gonna teach you the PotterBox strategy and give you a fucking potential play. Is it gonna work? No. But the beautiful thing about my strategy is the risk to reward as long as you are disciplined, as long as you know exactly where it is that you cannot let your trade go, and you're taking your trade when the triggers hit, you're going to be able to fucking kill it. So right now, everything that I just drew, all of that drawing is totally accurate. I have got to get rid of this fucking... I gotta make this white or like something. This box is like coming out as border. I don't know. Yellow maybe. Yeah, that's better. That's a little bit better. All right, there. So do you see this? And I'm sure we could probably, let's see. Let's see if I bring that up. That is basically no, because you make a higher high and then you punch back down, which makes cost basis right there, and that is going to be 1265. So here's what I want out of plug. It is very, very simple, folks. I would love to see plug retrace 50% of the drop that it had this afternoon, or just build. So there's a couple different situations that I'm looking for. I'm looking for, man, you motherfucker, come here, hold still. I'm looking for this, a little bit of that, right? I want this floor. I'm in, right? That floor, I'm in. I'm looking for 1267. I'm looking for that to break, and I'm looking for an immediate target of $14. That's what I'm looking for. If that $14 gives us a clean break and squeeze, I don't know why, or what news, or what might end up coming out, and I apologize because I think I might be a little bit off. Yep, there it is. Sorry about that. That is $15. And again, if it's a strong move, I have $15.75. And then if we go out to the daily, right, and we turn off after hours, we'll look, and let's see, where is it at? There's actually a gap up there at $15.85 right there. That is the gap that we're looking for. This is also, right, another area of consolidation in the most recent price action, with sellers controlling the price at $16.82, and a cost basis, you guessed it, at $16, and a gap fill target at $15.84. A gap fill target at $15.84. So obviously that's a giant fucking run for plug. I don't think that happens in one day, but I can tell you that if plug bounces and we see structure reclaimed, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't need to take it. All I know is that if you go back down on plug, 1120 is a gap fill. That I can, it doesn't matter which way it goes. I'm just going to play it, right? That is that area of consolidation, and you know what that is. That is another box. So if you punch down, oop, and you're right on top of it, not in it. So it doesn't really matter. Again, cost basis above, and then that right there, you would want to bounce off of that mark on plug. So it's either 1124 or it's where we're at right now, and I think all I have to do is wait for tomorrow's open. So I bought Microsoft at 340. Why? Do you like Realty Income at the moment? I haven't not looked at it. Does your Discord go over what style of box TA is, and can you do it with most brokerage? Tyler, you can do what I do. Yes, I do. When I trade, okay, so my Discord is not a signals chat. Period. End of story. It is not. I do tell people what I'm getting in, but I also narrate a lot and a lot of different tickers. And so, you know, obviously while I'm in a trade, I am narrating everything. I mean, I can't help it because I just kind of like, I talk out loud anyway, but I narrate everything and I am teaching. It helps me stay calm to teach while I trade, right? So like mutually beneficial there. But it helps. So me being able to, you know, so Neo today was actually a great. If you guys caught the Neo trade today, those of you guys in the Discord, that was incredible, right? We had the 4-hour target, beautiful channel. I mean, just fucking beautiful punchback. Two punchbacks, right? Then we look left and we got another one, right? So we knew that if we broke this punchback, that we would go into another new high, and that's where we found, which my cost basis all fucked up, but that's where we found that 1283 cost basis. That's the reason why I gave you that target, and then we fell back down into this area of consolidation, and now Neo looks like a short play, right? Not yet, but it does, because right now we have sellers holding the price at 1196, and then we have a cost basis mark for me at 1184, and if that happens, then I believe that this is your new downtrend, and we should see Neo down. I have it dropping down possibly around 1160 first, but of course, you know, we're probably going to trend down there. So sorry, I was asking how to learn to chart like this, and if I could do it a Weeble or Thinkorswim. Okay, I'm gonna say this, okay, really quick. You guys ready? I struggle all the time. So this is like, you know, being a little candid here. I struggle all the time with sounding like an asshole, or like a cocky, like, I know. Listen, I don't know why. I don't know what I've stumbled upon over the last couple of years. I have never trusted a single soul. You can probably tell from my personality. And so, like, everything that people taught me, I just wanted to know what was the most important thing they were looking for. So Darvis boxes, Elliott waves, all these different random ass motherfucking things, and I put something together out of all of that. And it is had to be based off of what I saw in front of me. And so when I say like I know something is going to happen, or like I know hold on one second. Why I'm getting a phone call or a slew of fucking text messages right now, making sure I know somebody's not robbing my house or something. Okay, all right, cool. That was a random ass fucking update. Thank you, my friend. But anyway, oh god, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. God damn it! Why do I always? It always happens. Right when I'm about to get into the thick of it on that shizzle. Yeah. But again, I know that you know, after a series of events, charting. Yeah, I know. Class starts. If you guys are curious on class, when it starts, that is in the Discord. Go to the PotterBox workshop and please leave your reaction. It is right here. There's, you know, obviously a couple hundred or 100 plus in there. Right there. I just need you to click on that and let me know that you're interested, or that you're going to be there. I will be adding a couple of things before the beginning of class, and I will be giving you guys an update, and I won't be taking anything from anybody until we have a solid set date. But I obviously want to get a head counts for sure. So I know I know where I was going with that, but I'm trying to remember what I was gonna say. What was the question? That'll hold on, let me see. Let me go back up. What was the question? Oh, there it is. Sorry. Thank you, Tyler. So Tyler asked Kenny to chart on Weeble or Thinkorswim. Thank you. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Got it. I truly believe that the charts that they are showing retail, that, okay, so like let's take after hours off, right? And then like I can't take away ARCA and NYSE data, but like that's step one, right? So everybody who gets started, they start off with that. And that is the worst, because I can't trade my strategy. I literally cannot trade without after hours. None of this makes any sense. None of it makes any sense, and none of it abides by the same rule. It's so weird. I believe that I am looking at a different market. That when I include after hours, I'm including the most important people who participate in the market. Why would I not look at that? So when I trade, all of my analysis has to be based. Neo this morning, guys, those of you who traded with me on Neo, I told you guys it was it was right here, right? Orb strategy, pre-market wall, right? That was it. 1225. That's where the pre-market wall stopped. Above those wicks, we were going to go into that 1280. I had 1280. I was off 3 cents. Shoot me. I mean, for the top, we took, and then the cool part is that I told you guys to buy puts at that mark and set that as your stop loss, which is the opposite of what most people do. They wait for something like that, then they call the short. You're too late. So right now we're up. I think I'm up like 55% on that. But anyway, I do believe that I have a different. My strategy requires me to look at the market as it is. So. Again, try not to sound like I'm some guy, some brainiac, but shit's wild. So my thoughts on Neo. Again, tomorrow, candle open below. I will say 1194, right, or 1193. If you gap down, you're going to go to cost basis. My cost basis is 1185, 1184. And if that cost basis is broken, I do expect for the 1171 low to get taken out. And that's where we're going to be looking for 1150. And then ultimately, we're going to be looking for that higher time frame target that we talked about. Or was it a 4 hour? Yeah, that higher time frame pullback here. Right, so we've got this floor, and then we also had, it goes on the daily. Yeah, so 1124 would be the retest. So you did close at the area where buyers control the price. So more than likely, you're going to have to come back down. Unless buyers push it up overnight, you're going to have to come back down and find some buyers before you go back up. What mindset do you think that traders need the most to succeed? Delusion. I think that you have to be a person who doesn't believe in focusing on what we know could happen, right? Like we say negative, right? But we only focus on what is going to happen or what we are looking to accomplish. So when I started out, I again, very spectacle, I like to question a lot of people. And I spent a long time watching, different videos, and I caught one gym, and it basically was just saying that, in order to succeed, in order to continue being able to do this, that you have to be determined in a different kind of way. You have to literally believe in your heart that there is no other option other than becoming a trader, which most people, and I kind of got off of the path of wanting to just make money. I think it dawned on me that, like, if I just focused on being a trader, that's it, that eventually that's what I would accomplish. But I say delusion because my average student, like a couple of years ago, or like, maybe when I had like a lot more followers, it was easy to quit, easy to blame the market, easy to blame other people, sitting on, like, and again, I don't even want to say average, but like a lot of people. I mean, we even had this guy named Jazambo in our Discord, and he like screamed at me one time. He came into our Discord and he lost his fucking mind. The market was chopping for almost 2 months straight. It was like a kangaroo market, and he came into the Discord, and he, instead of watching his own trades, would have his wife watch his trades and say he was busy, and I would literally see on Discord that he was playing fucking Call of Duty. So, but anyway, and then of course he blamed the market. He was like, the market's all manipulated and all this other fucking shit. And I was like, dude, that's nuts. All right, can I do AMD? I've already done AMD, I think like 900 times. But just to kind of seal the deal here, you are in a downtrend, very much so. And then on a lower time frame, 4 hour here. I gotta clean my charts up this weekend. You are up against cost basis. For me, I am looking for AMD to open up above this 113.50. Now, you did end up hitting going to resistance, which is where we know that sellers reside, right? That's where sellers control the price. And so right now, sellers sent it back down below cost basis. So the only thing that you would want to do is gap up. You don't want to do really anything else. If you gap down, right, there is a floor at 112. That's going to need to be, it's actually at 111.85. I'm sorry. That's going to need to be held. If AMD ends up losing, it's 110.73. I am voting on a cost basis break on 109.36, which is ultimately going to lead you lower in the current trend that you're trading in, and I would be looking for a drop down to this floor of 103.95 and ultimately $100. But Etsy, all right, I'm gonna kind of speed it up here. I've been kind of like chopping this up. Again, if you guys want to join us, we'll be live tomorrow morning. I'll try to be live probably about 8:30. It is 8:30 right now. I'm actually about to get off. I gotta go put my kids to bed. So again, you guys are more than welcome to join the Discord. Come and trade with us tomorrow. Having TikTok up during my trading day is a distraction of sorts, so I haven't had it on as much, but you guys are always welcome to come and hang out. And inside of the Discord, I'm always talking, you know, somewhere, so the Potter chat is free. Okay. Actually, I talked in Potter chat like all day today, so I don't like calling it Potter chat. It feels weird. A discount. You guys want a discount? A discount? I actually don't have any discounts on my monthly subscription, but I do let go lifetime. But I don't let everybody buy lifetime. That's just not how the fuck I roll. I'm not gonna have somebody come in all excited, buy lifetime, and realize that this is not the place that they want to be. A lot of people want signals, and they just don't believe me that signals aren't sustainable. So and I gladly let those people, I hope those people, you know, figure it out, whatever it is that they're looking for. But I always find it funny that signal groups teach, because that just gives them the ability to blame you later on when your trade doesn't go your way. They can just say, well, you're gonna need to have better risk management. Well, you did tell me that this was a signals chat and I just had to follow you, so what the fuck? Nobody thinks of that. I don't understand. Sorry. I mean, like, right? Am I tripping balls right now, or? All right, so you actually have a pretty cool situation happening here. It looks like you dipped into the 50% mark of that, and there's a wall right there. So that is right there, and look at that. That is just tasty barrels right there. I'm gonna drop that floor. Okay, so weekly, what is the deal? The deal is that you did get your ass up into this box, and you are at the floor. So you just went up. It looks like you went and tested basically right around cost basis. You tapped 102 and some change, and then you've come back down to settle that weekly candle on top of $95. So let me say this. It does not need to go back down. Okay. Yeah, it does. And if it goes back down, I would not bank on a bounce this time. I would bank on probably a drop. Now, there is lower time frames, because again, we do daily analysis to look for bigger plays. We do lower time frame analysis to show us where to get into those plays and if there's opportunities to trade them on the lower time frame, because we do day trade. We scalp. I scalped. Well, we traded Neo today. I got stopped out once for no. Yeah, I got a small loss. I think it was under 120 bucks, which comparatively to the amount of contracts that I bought was literally nothing. And then I got out for no gain again on Tesla. So we didn't really have any losses there. And that's the beautiful thing about my strategy is when I do take an L, it is always based, I always take my positions off of structure. So like if I was to take Etsy, I would take it at the bottom floor, and my stop loss is the bottom floor that I've just reclaimed. It's so simple. When you look at it, obviously on the daily and the weekly, it's not as simple because you have to go down to a lower time frame. But that would ultimately, this is a punchback. So you did get a punchback, folks. You did break into the structure above, and you did get a new high. So you're at cost basis now. You are at cost basis now, and so I feel that I can confidently tell you that if you open up a candle underneath 94.55, that you will drop down to 91. Hold on. Make sure I have it right. Drop, drop, drop. The wick is 91.17. So 91.17, and right, if you do come back down, and honestly, you want to explode out of this. You want to rip ass immediately and just fly. You don't want to really pause, and you probably want to go ahead and break that 101. But as long as you're in here, you are still under control from sellers, and you have a wide imbalance all the way down to 87.88, and that's probably going to give you, and there's a slightly higher high. So talk about a fucking weak ass trend, huh? Not even. So I would be looking for a new low underneath if you do punch back into that box and you lose the so let's see, underneath you, do you have a sell point? 90 bucks. Yeah, for sure. So that's it. That's fucking it. You're battling to get up into this area. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at that yellow line. I'm gonna look, I'm not gonna do anything. Again, if my strategy wasn't true, it wouldn't just keep fucking popping up everywhere. So the floor is here. Candle close, candle open, green, bounce, bounce. So 50%. Always. Always. Potter, can I just come to Savannah? Our little girls can have a play date. Where are you at? Patrick Benton, dude. You look like you give nice, firm handshakes. How many contracts are you working with on an average trade? Or does that not even play a role? Tom Birch, it does play a role. This doesn't work, little bro. Go be Batman somewhere else, buddy. Go be Batman somewhere else. I've never seen you before in my life. But if you'd like to learn and then talk shit, I would invite you to come and give me a week of your time. Give me a week of your time. You don't have to pay me a fucking dime. But don't join my Discord. You can't join my Discord if you're a hater. You have to stay on the outside. How do you join the Discord? So you're gonna probably have to go and copy there's a link in my browser, or a link in my bio. You're gonna copy and paste that into your browser and then do it that way because it's fucking backwards as fuck. Or you can go to my Twitter. You can hit the link in my bottle. What the fuck? No way you're an ATL. Nah, I'm not an ATL. I'm in Savannah. What do I think about ICT? So my honest opinion about ICT, and I'm gonna keep going with analysis after this. The next one I already did. Tesla. Yeah. What is the next one? I'm gonna go ahead and get it loaded up. Elf. Actually, I have equity in Elf. I'm still in equity on Elf. I have an $85 average, so yeah, dude, we hit 120 perfectly. I've already trimmed profit. Nobody took this trade with me, so I had to cry alone with money. I just cried into money. So my opinion on and there's a lot going on here, so I'm just going to delete all of it. My opinion on ICT is that the majority of the plays that you have to take on ice with ITC strategy is more or less focused on a much lower time frame. And knowing what I know, okay, knowing what I know about the market, yes, I actually scalped SPY today. We got the punchback right here, bounce off of this cost basis. We had a cost basis right here on SPY, 456, 3-minute time frame. I actually traded it on the 1, and we got a nice punchback. So my strategy works on every single time frame, but I am not after this, okay? I am not after this. The room for error for every single trader on earth, which, are you a human? Yeah. So you're probably going to make mistakes. And with something as, and I will say difficult, right? Because you're trading, you're like a high frequency trader, meaning you do need to have a lot of liquidity and you do need to have an iron finger when it comes to getting in and out of your trades. The room for error on those lower time frame trades with ICT, you take one fucking loss and you've blown your prop firm account, or you're back to square one. With the majority of new traders, okay, so you guys see this punchback, right? Punchback works on this time frame, guys. I can't say it any other way, and I would literally be pissed off at myself knowing what I know, knowing how to trade the way that I trade, and miss all of this, because this is the same shit, y'all. This is the same shit. The same shit I just showed you on the lower time frame. So get rid of the fucking trend. We don't even care, right? Because I don't even need it. Really, I don't need trend. It just adds extra confluence for me, and it's cool. Do you see this right here? Bounce, bounce, no bounce. Lose the floor. Reclaim the floor. Why? You shouldn't have done that. Sellers had one job to do, which was to send the price lower. They failed. You reclaim the support. 50% of any area of consolidation. Cost basis. Why are you consolidating right there? Why did you consolidate right there? Why did you sit on top of that? Why did you sit on top of that? Because when you close below that, that means that sellers like the price. If you can't go above that, that means that sellers like the price. If you go back above it from a reclaim of the structure that you lost, buyers like the price. So when I look at the daily and I say that a punchback will give me a new high, that's the rule, okay? And those of you who are in my Discord, you see it and have seen it happen too many fucking times to count on every single time frame. So again, knowing what I know, I can't sit and let these monumental fucking plays rip and try and be capturing a 3-minute trade. No, I'm going to be putting everything I got into the most high probability play. So we get a punchback at 185. That is where the majority of my equity is at. I have equity from when we first dipped on earnings and stuff like that, but the majority of my equity is at 185. When that cost basis breaks, if it promises me a new high, yes, no, the punchback is not when the floor is reclaimed. The punchback is when the cost basis within that floor is reclaimed. That right there, this play on Tesla, I mean, I could probably take the rest of the year off, but like, it was everything. And I just kept rolling them. And I just kept rolling my contracts. And I just kept re-entering. And I day traded it. And I scalped it. I fucking played it down. I played it up. We played it every single way because, again, our overall equity is to the upside. So any move to the downside is going to protect us. But again, the punchback here at 187, 185 promises us a new high. That means a high in retrospect to the area of consolidation that you're within. So that has to be at 218. That has to be at 218. Well, guess what? That is also an area of consolidation with its own cost basis, which you just so happen to reject off of there. That's 218. You break that, you will get a new high. These are not, I don't make these rules. These are just the rules. It's just the rules. It's just the fucking rules that I've created my strategy off of. I saw it, and so then I made rules off of what I saw. So now that I have this punchback at 238, that promises me another new high. Now, I also know that you don't reject off of thin air. You reject off of structure. So when I told people that I was aiming for, and you can go back to any of my YouTube videos, I talked about it all year. My targets were perfect. 299. That was caught. Look. I mean, if I was making this up, it wouldn't keep showing itself. Look, sellers, 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 buyers, buyers, buyers. Cost basis, go left, rejection. So knowing what I know, knowing how to trade the way that I trade, right? It would be I would be stupid to be trying to scalp. If I know how, okay, so now let's break this down. If you looked at my strategy and you said, well, I don't want to stop scalping, you don't have to, because if you can identify a daily play that's offering a punchback, then fucking A, go down to the lower time frame and get to work. Get to work. You're going to find the setup. What is this right here? What is that right there where you go and make a new low? I'm not making this shit. It makes me want to cry sometimes. It works so fucking good. Right there, reclaim of the support that you've lost. Cost basis break, gap up. You just fucking scream. The first target is my gap fill. That's where we took profit on the majority of our contracts. Then we let everything run into that cost basis. So again, no. Okay, last time, and then I am going to, I gotta go. The door is open. I can feel my fiance looking at me. I'm not gonna look, because if you look, it's real. Oh no, I looked. It was scarier than I thought it was gonna be. Leave me alone. I'll be done soon, Peyton. I promise. I promise. Just one more stock, man. Come on, please. Okay, so look, check it out. I can promise you. I pinky promise. Okay, I promise you. And if I'm wrong, you know, Batman, you can come kick me in the nuts, dude. I'll take a straight shot to the balls. If you go and fill your gap, and you clear cost basis, and you close above 279.33, you will go to 292. You will. You will. And then, if you break my cost basis there at 291.50, we're going to go and break our current high, which is going to go and break our... Hold on. Get ready. Because again, I can... This is what I did with Tesla in the beginning of it. And I've been wanting some bullshit like this. I love it. I want it. Because everything that I just said. So now that we have a cost basis mark here in a newer area of consolidation above that 278, I'm giving you that that promise of that 291. Excuse me. Yeah, 291. If that is broken, that will give us a break of that high. That will give us another punchback. And again, I just move. My job at that point is just to move and look left. Look left. Where do buyers control the price again, right? So that's where we're leaving. That's the wall. That's 315, right? That's psychological. So right there, what happens after that? Where do you stop? The first stoppings, the first floor, right, that we can establish. I mean, I'm just going to use this, right, because it's already showing us the floor is 325. So your first immediate target, what do you think it is? So from there to there, that's 325. Then, you guessed it, if it has an area of consolidation, it has a cost basis. And typically, if you go look left, you'll find that it has to be respected. Now look left, right? Candle open, explode. Candle stays above, explode. Candle closes below, low. These are the rules. I don't make them up. I just found them, and I'm bringing them to you. I don't know where they came from. I don't know who's fucking... This is BlackRock's fucking game plan or some shit, and I'm about to get assassinated. I'm not even lying. I've actually thought about that. I'm like, well, what if I know something here? Nah, not that you would have to have a computer running this shit, and I'm not there yet. So yeah, again, it is mind-blowing. I have blown my own motherfucking mind with my own analysis. I mean, Neo was the same thing. Y'all, Neo, look, again, if I was making this up, it wouldn't happen again. It wouldn't keep happening. You ready? Check it out. Sellers, right? I like borrowing lines. Buyers. Yeah? Okay. cost basis. This is the hourly. Now, where did you bounce off of? Hold on, let's see. Wrong. It's right here. That's exactly what the fuck I thought. And you bounced off of cost basis. Goddamn, dude. I didn't even know that was there. I didn't even think that was gonna be there. Fuck that. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Look. 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 Hold on. Sellers. Buyers. Sellers. Buyers, right? When you open up above, you push through, you break through. That's a punchback. Look at the candles closing. Look at the candles closing under that mark. Look, I'll drop the line. Look at that fucking shit. The first candle, the first one that finally closes. And you move up. This shit blows my mind. It makes me weak. So, cost basis. And then a reclaim of the support that you lost. And then guess what? In any area of consolidation, even this one, right? There's a cost basis. So so with that theory in mind, right? With the theory that within any area of consolidation, there's going to be a 50% mark, and that is where buyers and sellers decide whether they like the price. So if you can find that on a 3-minute, and you know that the hourly is set up for fucking greatness, and you had a gap fill here, what are you doing? And then, so what do you, so then stop loss, right? Stop loss. How do you set a stop loss on that? It is really fucking simple, guys. You're looking for candle closures. The same thing that I'm talking about. Candle close, right? Candle, this candle does not close. Look at that. If you tried to short right there, you would have got squeezed the fuck out. Candle close. Now, if it flushes through, obviously this is the hourly. You would need some form of lower time frame analysis in order to catch that, but you would. So cost, yes. So last time, within any, and I mean any area where buyers and sellers control the price, okay, forever and forever. In any area where buyers, sorry, I'm like kind of like, but this, I am passionate about this shit. Any area where buyers and sellers control the price. Let's do it one more time, and then we're gonna go ahead and go night night. I gotta go tuck in the kids for bed. So now this one's gonna confuse the shit out of a few of you, but with time, that confusion goes away the less you think about it. No, I'm just kidding. So this morning, right? This is the open candle. That candle opens. Now, what I notice, right, is that you've got a box underneath you. That box is right here, right? And the wall of that box is 1036. So while you do get a new high, right, in retrospect to the area of consolidation, you punch back through and you hit a new low. When you gap up or when you bounce, you're unable to grab onto that support. You end up gapping up, and that's what sends you up. Same thing there. Another punchback, another new low. But you don't close. You don't close. Candle closers are the most important thing ever. Now, again, this is after hours, gap up. So this is all after hours data. We're more focused on where the open is. If you open on support, you will always go to cost basis. If you open at cost basis and you're above support, you're going to go back down and you're going to test cost basis. If you're above cost basis, you're going to go to resistance. If you're at resistance, you're going to go to cost basis. That is the way that it works. So you open up at support, you break cost basis. Now that's step one, right? And that's 1, 2, 3. Now that's something we took from Elliott waves, right? 1, 2, 3. Magic number 3. A lot of people use that. I use that. 3 times exhaustion. Shorts. So what's the story here? The story is that someone is trying to short the ever-living dog shit out of Neo. Whether it's institutions unloading and rebalancing, it doesn't. I don't really give a shit. I don't really care, because what I care about is what they're doing with that, right? When they sink that down, this is accumulation. So when we break cost basis last week, and then we look left into this or this Monday, and then we look left, and then we look in this area. Sorry, drop that down. And then you have another fucking cost basis. Look, candle close. Look, the rule is in any area of consolidation, you are going to have a 50% mark. Buyers hold the price up here. Okay, that is 1075. Cost basis is, come here, you bastard. Cost basis is here, meaning that on the way up, if you close a candle above, you're going to go to resistance. If you go back down to support and you bounce and then close a candle above cost basis, you're going to go back up to resistance. If you reject resistance and you break cost basis down, you will go to support. It will always be that way, right? Cost basis in an area of consolidation is the tug of war line. It is where you know that buyers like it or sellers like it. That is it. That is as simple as it gets. Are you kidding me? Calvin Hill, another one, bro. Listen, I'm gonna give you the same. You're probably the same dude. You wake up every day as a scammer. I don't know anybody who likes scammers. You wake up as one of the most hated people on earth. That is punishment enough. All right, block. And if you want to join the Discord, I will get you there. Sorry, I get so fucking yes. Price action is fractalization. PotterBox punchback, PBPB for short. Sorry, I'm catching up on. Is there one it works and one it doesn't? Nope. No. So candle closures. So if thank you, Ashley, I appreciate that. It doesn't matter. Okay, so let's say that you and again, guys, this is the reason that we were able to catch Neo all the way, cost basis break, leading you into a new high, right? And that's cost basis. That gives you a new high, and then you fucking do it again. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. What's up, man? Check out AI potential for a breakout. Ooh! I'm having fun doing analysis right now. Just let my kids stay up late. Be cool. So cool, bruh. Nah. Maybe. Okay, so daily 4 hour. Boy, this thing has more wicks. I tell you what. All right, so at some point, right, buyers directed the trend. We did not get that squeeze out. I'm gonna, you know what? We're gonna start from scratch. We're gonna start from scratch at least with that and that, because those are not needed, and that. And I do want to see something else. Let's see, clone. Wow. Wow. Yes, sir. You might be onto something here. Maybe. Maybe. If not, you finna die. Not you. Your investment. Okay, so this is actually good because we have structure. As long as we have structure, we have entries, exits, and stop losses. We also have higher time frame analysis leading us above. Our resistance is currently a cost basis, so you are right. Above a break of the highs would actually give you a new high, and I can say right now that's going to be $45, at least intermediately. I'm not giving you a full-on price target, but you are in trend, right? So typically in any uptrend, it's going to take 2 deviations broken, and that's where you're going to start looking at a downtrend, which I can already see the downtrend, which if it does happen is probably going to be right here. And it's probably going to be right there. And holy shit, now I'm kind of bearish. Wow. So I'll be teaching this in the workshop. This is just finding control. We have this very same setup on Tesla. So Tesla is also offering a mouth, a floor, a resistance, and all sorts of points of control that make people happy, right? Beautiful, right? Well, maybe not. because then you get rid of that, and you'll notice that because we're at a top, sellers are here, and sellers don't want this to go up, and so they are trying to create a downtrend, and that is what it looks like. So if we end up seeing Tesla, which I think we might see a bounce, but if we see Tesla, shit, I mean, if Tesla goes and breaks down, we know that the cost base is broken. It's going to give us a new low, so we know that it's probably not a factor here. But if we do end up going and say finding resistance, right? So say we bounce up here, we reclaim this floor, and that is way too wide. Obviously, within the next couple of days, like let's say off of FOMC, we end up in going, we test the 287, maybe that 291, somewhere in there. That is where I would suspect that if the downtrend is going to be created, you're going to see this, something like this. And we will now have a downtrend, and I will be looking at a buy right there, somewhere, yeah, off of that floor around 238. So, and that's the downtrend. Now, what we're looking at, what we're actually looking at, because we're at a top, is buyers trying to maintain some sense of control, because this isn't the overall trend, guys. This is a 4-hour trend that we've created at the highs, right? That's not the trend. The trend is up, but now we're creating structure. So obviously it is advantageous right now for Tesla to bounce at 260 and make its fucking way back up, or not go below this box at all, bounce tomorrow, clear. And right now I have a rejection. As you can see, there's a confluence. So I think the decision, we're going to really find out who's in control right here on Tesla. But anyway, going back to AI, currently in your area of consolidation, the wall or sellers are controlling 41.91, kind of an obtuse number there. And then it looks, so what we're looking to, what are we looking for, right? We're looking for where does a candle close above, or where does a candle close below in order to go lower within this area of consolidation. That's how we build a box, right? And it's so simple, but it means so much. All right, so there we go. We've got our box. We've got our buyers at 37.48. We've got our cost basis that we're sitting above. We're coming off of support for what I'm going to go ahead and say is 1, 2, 3, right? We also have 1, 2, 3 at the top. We are fully loaded. Now we also can look at where we're at on the chart, and we are also at what we have perceived to be is our standard deviation, our second deviation support. So the bull market, or this bullish trend, relies on you basically, and so this is a discrepancy that I have with any area that contains a lot of volume, okay? And I'm going to teach you guys this. This is only in any area like AI that is fighting with both buyers and sellers and accumulating a lot of volume. And that's what, when that cost basis is going to turn less into, or be less of a price and be more of a zone, right? Where a candle can close. So what we can look right here. So look at the rejections off of these wicks and the candles that close. So when the candles do close, they don't go back up. They don't go back up and close above that mark unless they fully intend on testing resistance again. So I say that tomorrow you need to be above 40.30. And from that 40.30 mark, I can go down to a lower time frame and I can look left. There it is. It's 41.80. There. Gotcha. $41.80, $41.80. Is that right? Is that right? That is, looks pretty fucking correct to me. So you're, you know what? Scratch that shit. Check this out. 15-minute. You ready? The same thing. If the rules apply down there, the rules apply up here. We're gonna go ahead and where do those candles close? The candles closed there at Gotcha, motherfucker. Nope. Yep. Fuck yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah. Check that out. That's all you need right there. That's all you need. That's all you need. You need to get up above $40. You need to clear 40-30. That's going to be a punchback. I bet your ass I could probably find you another one. Yep, I can find you one more. So when shit gets tough on the daily, you can just zoom down and look for the same shit to happen. Because in any area of consolidation, and anytime you're going to go make a new low, you're always going to go make a new high so that you can punch down. It's just how that works. So thanks. I've clicked all around in the bio. I don't understand it. I am posting in the premium. You guys can join the Discord. Again, it's 89 bucks. If I can't make you 89 bucks in a month, I don't fucking know. You know, obviously, I have been in other Discords, but cannot seem to get in on this one. All right, let me check my link tree. Well, shit, the link tree ain't even fucking loading. We're gonna dox us. No, you can't see my password. See how many digits it is. Stop looking. You fucking hackers. All right, trade with trade. No, that works. Yeah, it works. Again, if you guys are going to be part of the workshop, if you're interested in the workshop, please go leave a reaction in this channel. That is the PotterBox workshop channel. Did I make sure? Yeah, add reactions. Yeah, please go click on that. Let me know that you're going to be there. Hagglers. Gotcha. You said $41? No, I wouldn't be concerned about $41. Nope. $40.88. I don't care about 41. I don't think. Should I care? Let's see, 41. Let's see. Nah. No, I'm not gonna be. Now, I do find it kind of unusual that, you know what? Hold on. That ain't right. Something ain't right. One more thing needs to be right in order for this to be hot. I want this to be so hot. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Sheesh. Look at that shit. Damn, I don't know when I drew that, but I had a good idea. When did I draw that? Yeah, that's what I kind of think, right? And when I look at this, I see that. I mean, I'll be honest with you. You see a lot of sellers right now stepping up. You got a wick today. You might be looking for a leg down to 33.77, and honestly, that'd be a great place to possibly look for one more rip. And this time, you're going to $55. No cap, no kizzy. Because everything that you just broke down from, you're going to be using back up. So, short float is 40%. Yeah, so if it's 40%, go ahead and let it keep doing what it's doing. You're going to accumulate more, right? So I actually, one of the few indicators that I use is the short volume. It will be more than likely about an hour and a half a day. It will be recorded, so even if you're not there, you'll still be able to post your questions and all of that good stuff. No, I've never watched Bugs Bunny from Meat Canyon, but I do like that guy. That guy's fucking hilarious. I will post something on Plug tomorrow morning. I named my goldfish after you. Jay, you gotta make a video and prove it, dude. prove it. It's telling me to verify my email. Yeah, you guys have to verify emails. I have too many scammers come in. I use TradeStation to trade. TradeStation. And I use TrendSpider to chart. I use my fingers, mostly my pointer and my index, to enter trades. Use that ass to sit. Use those feet to feet. All right. I'm losing it. I gotta go. I gotta go. You can't be good at stocks if you're not a little lost. All right, yo, this will be on YouTube. You guys can go view this later. It is all recorded. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording now. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys so much. Obviously, helping with the algorithm and stuff. It is fun to teach you guys. I look forward to doing it more with the workshop. Please go leave a reaction if you're interested in joining. And again, I'm not going to be releasing this information immediately. I'm probably going to do it a couple of times, like maybe like run it through it a couple of times, and then it will be posted in the Discord. And then I'm probably going to leave TikTok. So yeah, because again, guys, my strategy works to the point now that I want to be inserting millions of dollars into what I'm doing right now, and I want to start a fund. There is no reason that I shouldn't be taking what I'm taking and fucking going and applying it to bigger risk. So, but thank you guys. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8:30, 8 o'clock Eastern time. If you guys want to join us, you can check us out in the Discord. Yeah, you too. I'm going to get some sleep tonight for sure. All right, Genghis gang, gang, gang.